Evening, lovely people. How are we? Hope you all enjoyed your Christmases and you're not too bloated and eating too much. But if you have, then not a problem, because we have a 30 days to healthy living plan that is going to sort you out. So what I'm going to do tonight is basically just give you an overview of what the plan does, why it works, and why it works so well, and then go through the actual products that you get within the plan. So the 30-day plan is a whole food plan that is supplemented with the Arbonne products. So you are going to be eating food with this plan. This is not a meal replacement plan. The supplements are there to actually aid the nutrient uptake of the foods that you're actually eating. So let's go into that in the basics. So you need to stop thinking about you are what you eat. You need to start thinking about you are what you absorb from what you eat. So when it comes to calories, when so many people focus on calories, they're not necessarily thinking about how much they're actually absorbing from those calories. So when you actually start focusing on nutrient uptake, you then start to get more energy from less food, which ultimately creates the calorie deficit that everybody is looking for, which obviously creates the body fat loss that a lot of people actually are looking for from doing this plan. So the plan is whole foods supplemented with the Arbonne products. Okay, so we the main thing that that this plan does over any other diet. So when you go on a diet, you lose the weight or you get to your goal, and the problem is that when you come off of that diet, you then put that weight back on, or you then lose the goal that you initially wanted to have in the first place. But that's simply because you haven't implemented and you haven't learned new habits that have replaced your old ones. So when you come off of that said diet, you haven't learned anything new, so you go back to your old ways, which means you go back to the old body that you were once in. So what is amazing with the 30 Days to Healthy Living plan is that it's actually going to teach you habits throughout the 30 days that you can then implement after the 30 days is over. So this means you're actually going to get prolonged results from the 30-day plan over anything else. So the majority of people do this for weight loss, which is fine. Everybody is looking for it, especially in January. So you're actually going to get the prolonged weight loss even after January. So this happens because you're removing all of the stuck foods from the Christmas diets everybody has had within the 30 days, so that you're actually able to absorb more nutrients from the foods that you're actually eating. So you're getting more energy, and therefore you're not needing as much food. So we're going to be removing certain foods. Now remember, this is just for 30 days. So these are inflammatory foods, something that the body can't utilize as much as people think, and actually are less beneficial than people actually believe, and they're actually putting the body under stress to get rid of them. So we want to remove that stress. So we're going to be removing gluten, dairy, refined sugars, caffeine, and alcohol. Okay, so these are the main ingredients in the Western world diet that are readily available. So the reason why we're so addicted to these types of foods, especially when it comes to refined sugars like your chocolates, your cakes, your confectionaries, is because it's a condensed concentration of the foods that we love, and it does become addictive. So when you remove those, you're automatically going to start craving them, and that's where people normally lose their way when it comes to a diet. So what we do is actually coach you through those addictions and that cravings so that you can actually come out the other side and actually feeling a lot better for it. So the support group that Arbonne have and our team has is absolutely incredible. You can, you're literally taken by your hand, followed everywhere you go. You have a shopping list, you have an avoid list, you have recipes, not only for shakes, but for your meals and stuff like that. So everything is taken care of for you. You just have to follow the steps to actually do the plan. And you'll be coached by someone that has already done the plan before, so that then they know that what you're going to be experiencing. And then if you have any questions, you can then help. You can then get the help that's needed. So what I'm going to be doing is going through each of the products. Now, it will be good for you to... So as a transformation specialist, I like to teach people why they're doing what they're doing so that they actually realise the... 1 second, the door's going. I'm so sorry. The door went. Where was I? Yeah, so what I'm going to do is just go through each of the products. So people want to actually understand why they're using them and what they're going to be doing. Because as a transformation specialist, that's where I was before I was interrupted, was that I like to teach people why they're doing what they're doing so that they actually implement it and actually understand why they're doing it in the first place. So products we actually have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you get 7 products in this plan, 6 products with the plan. And then if you get a new account, then you get a free gift, then you get the freebie, either the Green to Balance or the Fibre Boost. Anyway, you can go into that, ask your consultant for that. So first one, protein shake. So this is no ordinary protein shake. So when I first started Arbonne, I looked into it and I was actually blown away of just what is in this product. So this is no standard protein shake. So it's got 20 grams of plant-based protein. So it's pea, rice and cranberry. Gives all of the benefits of dairy without all of the negative aspects. So gives 100% amino acid score, so you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to lift weights to actually use protein. Your skin is made up of protein, it's made up of collagen, so you'll be able to benefit from having more protein in your diet. So has 15 grams of slow digesting carbohydrates, so this is basically going to fill you up for longer. Because it's a raw sugar cane, it actually has a low GI, and it comes with all the vitamins and minerals that the raw sugar cane has, so more benefits with that as well. Okay, it has 21 essential vitamins and minerals, so you have your macronutrients, that are your proteins, carbs and fats, and you have your micronutrients, that are your vitamins and minerals. So you need your micronutrients to actually absorb the macronutrients. So you need your vitamins and minerals to absorb your proteins, carbs and fats. If you don't have your micros, you can't absorb the macros. Okay, so to have all of it in one protein shake is brilliant. It's the best form of protein shake that you can actually have. Now this bit blew my mind when I looked into it. Okay, so this has an Energiplex. That's what it's called. So this basically boosts your thyroid activity. Just need to get rid of the dog, 1 sec. We have a crazy household. Anyway, so the Energiplex, this boosts your thyroid activity. So what does the thyroid do? The thyroid produces all of your hormones and enzymes and many other things that go on in the body. So to boost the function of you, of your body, and creating better health and energy and overall well-being of your body, your thyroid needs to be working at peak performance. So this, just this, will boost your thyroid activity. Okay, that's protein. And did I mention they taste absolutely amazing too? Next up, now we don't have the bag for this, we've got it in a little tubs. So this is the Fibre Boost. Okay, so you don't get any nutrients from fibre. But what it does do is actually cleans you out. So basically, gets rid of everything in your gut, essentially, and it's absolutely incredible. So the average person needs 15 grams of fibre daily to have a regular diet and a regular system. This is 10 grams per scoop. Okay, so absolutely brilliant. You get almost all your daily fibre needs in one scoop of this. Okay, so highly recommend it. I would say just start with half a scoop to start with, because it really works, if that makes sense. You don't want to get bunged up and you'll get constipated and bloated and stuff like that. So start with half a scoop. If you're cool with half a scoop for a week, then up it to a whole scoop after week 1, okay? Next up, Digestion Plus. I have these daily, and if I go out for a meal at a restaurant or I have a takeaway, which just came, that's what was adorable. So Digestion Plus. These are digestive enzymes and pre-probiotic bacteria. So background about these, your pre-probiotic bacteria need to be in your gut. Okay, so the problem with many products out there that are sold on the market as pre-probiotics, they actually get killed off and denatured in the stomach acids that is before your gut. So it's not actually getting to where they're actually needed in the first place. So your pre-probiotic bacteria are your healthy bacteria that you need in your gut for a healthy gut. So your prebiotics are essentially the food for your probiotic bacteria. They feed on the probiotics to actually grow throughout the system to actually create the healthy balance and environment in your gut. Now, this is an ingenious product. So the bacteria is actually dormant in the powder that it's in the sachet. When you add it to water, the bacteria become alive and start eating and growing through consuming the small amount of, I believe it's dextrose, in the actual powder. Now, this dextrose is the smallest amount because the bacteria doesn't need that much. So this means that the bacteria are actually going to grow through the stomach rather than get killed off. So it actually gets to the gut where it's needed. Okay, so your gut has trillions and trillions of bacteria, and you need the healthy bacteria to actually help with nutrient uptake, with getting rid of all of the nasties that are in your gut in the first place. Okay, so yeah, definitely worth that. And obviously the digestive enzymes, they help break down the foods that you're actually eating. You even have enzymes in your mouth. Because it's called protease, it breaks down your protein. Because protein takes so long to get digested, it actually starts in your saliva. Okay, fun fact. Next up, Greens Balance. So I normally have these two first thing in the morning as soon as I wake up. It's a little green shot that we normally have. So Greens Balance is 36 fruit and veg ground up into a powder. So think of all of those vitamins and minerals that you're having in just one simple shot. So it's one scoop is one of your 5 a day. But what I love about this is that it's actually 5 colours within one scoop. So it's green, red, blue, yellow and brown. So the more colour you have on the plate, the more vitamins and minerals you have. So the more colours that you have in your Greens Balance, the more vitamins and minerals you're going to have. So to have all 5 is absolutely brilliant. But also the brown is actually really healthy omega-3s as well. I believe it comes from flaxseed. So yeah, definitely a good one to have on a daily basis too. Next up, Detox Tea. This is pure flipping gold. Oh, thank you very much, Sam. Detox Tea. So your liver is your liver and kidney is where plural kidneys is where you filter out all the stuff that you don't need, essentially. Okay, so the liver is the biggest fat burning organ. So if you put it under stress, it means that it's not going to be performing at its best. So when we say this is a detox or reset plan, a lot of people say that, oh, detox don't work because you've got a liver for that. But if you put your liver under too much stress, it's not going to be performing at its best. So you're not going to be performing at your best. So detox teas, herbal teas actually help with filtering the liver. So it helps the liver replenish and feel better, so you actually perform. So to have the largest organ in your body to actually be performing best, you're obviously going to be burning more fat. Okay, and people that are on really high protein diets, so the protein molecule can't actually go through the kidneys because it's too large, so it has to get through the liver. So someone that says that they eat loads and loads of protein, it's probably not actually beneficial for them because they are actually putting the body under more stress than they actually needed. Have you ever heard of someone being protein deficient in the first world? Let's face it, no. Okay, but yeah, brilliant. Next up, fizz sticks. I think everybody knows what a bloody fizz stick is because everybody's tried them and they're absolutely amazing. So they're B vitamin energy drinks. They're going to replace your coffee, caffeine. The reason why these are so good and they're actually allowed in the plan is because they're plant-based caffeine and comes from green tea extract and guarana. I can never understand what it's called, but it's a plant-based caffeine, natural source. Caffeine in its natural state is actually a mineral, so it helps with digestion and metabolism. When you get your coffees and your refined and synthetic caffeines, it's actually going to do less for the body than these. Also, they've got B vitamins that will give you natural energy and actually help absorption of foods too. So yeah, absolute golds. I have 2, 3, maybe 4 of those a day. Absolutely love them. And then lastly, the body cleanse. So Fizz of Life, yes, fish. So the body cleanse is done on week 3. It's just 7 sachets. And essentially it's there to rebuild the gut lining. So you have something called villi in your gut. So these little beauties, they are there to absorb the foods and the nutrients from the foods. Okay, so they get broken and damaged when you consume too much gluten, dairy, refined stuff. Okay, so this little beauty actually, that's right. These actually repair the gut lining, so it's going to again help with nutrient uptake rather than the actual food. So going back to the start, you're not what you eat, you are what you absorb from what you eat. I think that's what I said in the first place. Yeah. Sam Buttons, any idea why the fizz sticks make my blood sugar spike? I have blood sugar issues, but such a small amount of sugar. No, they make me spikes. They shouldn't make your blood sugar spike. There's 1 gram of sugar in it, so yeah, it must be something else. It's not the fizz sticks, I'm afraid. Yeah, there wouldn't be any other reason. So it's a good point to make, actually. So this plan is about keeping your blood sugar levels level, so there aren't any spikes or anything like that. So yeah, with anyone that has celiac disease or Crohn's or something like that, something that is gut health related, this plan is actually perfect for it because it basically resets and cleans out the gut and removes all inflammatory foods from it. So I think that's everything. I'm just going to scroll back to see if there's any questions. Well, I'll be doing more lives when people start doing the 30-day plan. I can do. Yeah. Although the support group is going to be hosted by Kristen, who's a nutritionist. So, yeah, she's absolutely brilliant. Sounding great. Thanks. I believe that's it. Yeah. Has anybody else got any more questions? Might feel amazing. Yes. Yeah, I believe that's it. Yeah, so I'm going to obviously post this onto the Facebook. If you have any questions after watching the recording, then drop them down and I will try and answer them. Have a good evening. I'm off for my last takeaway before I start on the plan. Yeah.